What's up, everybody? This is Andy coming at you from the Geeks on a Phone podcast. I'm here with my good friend Zach.
Hello.
Hello. Travis is not here with us. He is with us in spirit, however.
He is.
But he will not be joining us in tonight's session. So, just to get things started off, what do we got, Zach?
Do you have a good week?
Yeah, I had a pretty good week. Pretty solid week. Fallout 4 is all I did. I'm going to be talking about that quite a bit.
Yes,
during this episode.
I figured so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was kind of a rough week.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't friends with me on social media, earlier this week, our dog of 12 years passed away on Monday night. I don't want to get the podcast started on a depressing note, but she was a damn good dog, and yeah, she went peacefully. They put her to sleep, euthanization, because she was getting arthritis really bad. Couldn't make it up the stairs and stuff anymore. But she had a hell of a life. She was 12, had a great family, nicest dog you can ever meet. I mean, she loved everyone, wanted her to fly. I mean, so yeah. I mean, other than that, it was an okay week. But yeah, dedicate this podcast to Allie.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Boom. I gotta pop this open.
Yay beer.
That's bad when you have a fucking bottle opener at the table already at the table.
Hey,
like it's gonna be a lot.
it's gonna be one of those episodes, folks. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So rest in peace to her, and she'll be looking over all of us. I mean, I'm not
Definitely
a religious person, but she's out there somewhere. So.
For sure.
I guess we'll start out with movie news, like we did last time. I forgot to talk about Travis. He couldn't. He had a lot going on this weekend with. I think he told me last night he was hanging Christmas lights. But he had a lot. Like he's got his kids. And and he's actually his third child is gonna be here real soon.
Yeah.
So probably like the next probably several, at least maybe two or three podcasts will probably just be me and Andy. Maybe try and get our friend Brian, and maybe might get monotone Matt Lee on the podcast.
Yeah.
I tried to get him on tonight, but he was like, I don't know if I want to do it tonight. I'm not feeling it. So
whatever, man. If you're listening to this, you suck. Should have been here.
Exactly. So Travis is here in spirit, but he'll probably be on maybe next week, but if not, probably the week after that.
Just depends.
So.
But
we've got a lot going on, so movie news.
See here, I'm getting stuff pulled up right now. I did see that they did release set photos of Wonder Woman where you see Chris Pine.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that was earlier this week. I think it was either yesterday or Thursday where it happened.
I didn't see that at all.
But its first set photos reveals him as Steve Trevor, who's the male role in Wonder Woman. He's like her love interest, quote unquote, sort of. And then there's this other guy in the pictures, and I have no idea who he is. So I mean, it's cool seeing, Wonder Woman movie actually kicking off. Because that movie has been in talks for many years, and it's always been just kept in the dust, just because Warner Brothers just likes to do Batman and Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all they ever want to do.
To bounce off that, I think they finally confirmed they're going to be shooting Justice League.
Yeah, they said Justice League is going to start filming in spring of 2016.
Yeah, God, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's huge. I did read that earlier today.
Yeah. Please, DC, don't fuck this up.
Yeah, don't fuck this up, please.
If they fuck up Justice League, it's over.
Oh, no.
I'm done. DC has been given way... It's like the cheating girlfriend that you give an opportunity so many times. If they fuck up Justice League, it's like, that's it.
Well,
I'm not going back to
I honestly think Batman versus Superman is going to, set the bar. If that is a critical failure, then they're going to have to scrap everything that they did.
Yeah.
So... It all rides on Batman vs. Superman, which is 4 months away. Excuse me. So that movie is one I'm looking very much forward to. I don't want it to suck. I love DC. I love Marvel. I'm a huge comic book fan. I love how Marvel is doing so well with movies and everything like that. They're getting their characters right.
Oh yeah.
Except for a couple of the villains. Iron Man 3, I don't want to get into that. But you know, I want DC to go in that same direction. I don't want them to be the redheaded stepchild of the comic book movie world, you know.
They've been the butt end of a lot of jokes.
They have been.
Yeah.
So I would love to see Batman vs. Superman change everybody's minds. Like, oh, DC can do this.
Exactly.
You know, like, just from that last trailer that they released for Batman vs. Superman. Holy shit.
It's awesome,
my God. Just
can't wait.
Seeing Batman and Superman on the screen together was just incredible.
Like, I remember when, like, that, I think that was the second trailer. And then the first one, because I think it was, like, the same weekend. It was in April of this year. The first one came out, and then Star Wars.
Yeah.
They both came out
in the same weekend.
Like, I literally didn't know what to do. I was like, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I was like, I watched both of them, like, 10 times a piece. I'm just like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's too much in one fucking weekend.
And then the second trailer came out during Comic-Con.
Yes.
And, oh, my God.
I mean, like, I think it's going to be okay. Like, there's a lot of people doubting it, you know, like, of the casting and everything. Like, I mean, the only thing I still have kind of a red flag on is Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I
think he'll be fine. I mean, like, when he's casting things that you're like, fuck, why'd they cast him?
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, you watch it and it's like, he did a damn good job.
Mm-hmm.
So, but hopefully he's all right. But
I'm so excited for Ben Affleck as Batman. He is going to be the best Batman. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it. Yes.
Ever?
It'll be tough to top Keaton.
Yeah.
But Ben Affleck's going to be a damn good Batman.
I agree.
I mean, anybody can wear the cape and cowl.
Exactly.
It's all about Bruce Wayne.
Exactly.
You know, if he can get Bruce Wayne down, which I think he will, because he looks just like Bruce Wayne in the comics.
Yeah.
And just, I love Ben Affleck as an actor. I forgive you for Geely and Jersey Girl, but you're going to do fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was like, I remember when they announced he was Batman, it was like one of those moments where, like, you remembered where you were.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 9/11. Oh, shit. I should bring that up. 9/11. But it's like, I remember I was at a Chiefs game with a friend, a Peoria Chiefs baseball. And, like, my phone, I checked something. I don't know where it came from. I think it was on Facebook.
Facebook or Yahoo or something.
Yeah, and it was like Ben Affleck's been casted as Batman. I was one of the 95% of the internet that was like, "What the fuck, man? Why?" Because like I signed so many online petitions to get Carl Urban as Batman. Mm-hmm. He would have been perfect. Anybody doesn't know who Carl Urban is? He was Dredd in the new Dredd. Such a great movie.
Oh.
And then he was
he's in the Riddick movies too.
Riddick, and he is Scotty in Star Trek.
Yeah, Scotty. Yeah,
in the J.J. Abrams Star Trek.
He was also in Lord of the Rings. He was one of the.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. I want to say he was either one of the elves or one of the people from Rohan.
Right. Yeah.
I think he was a human from Rohan.
Yeah.
But he was in there, and I was just like, holy shit, that's Carl Urban.
Yeah.
But he's a damn good actor. I would have loved to have seen him as Batman.
God. That would have been awesome. He's got the look down. He's got the voice. Like, you know, at least I think he could have done it. Mm-hmm. I'd be like I don't wear hockey pads. I was just a boy, but now I'm a bat. Where's the trigger? You won't give it to any ordinary citizen.
Christian Bale, you were good, but
he was a really good.
Tone down the voice.
He had it all around. Like, I think he's a good Batman, but I think he was a better Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But, like, I think the best... My all-time favorite Batman's Keaton.
Oh, I agree
for sure.
With you.
Yeah, I mean...
That's what I grew up on.
I think Bale's probably second.
Yeah, Bale's second.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably go with Val Kilmer third.
Really?
Yeah. I liked him.
Yeah, well, he was an okay... I guess, but
I mean, you know, the last two movies. The last two movies of the franchise.
It's like Brandon Routh in Superman.
Oh, he was fantastic.
He's a good Superman, but he's just stuck in a shitty movie.
Superman Returns. I don't want to start on that
boring ass film. I guess we'll move back to movie news.
Yes, but yes, Justice League. I just pulled up the article. It will start shooting in early next year. So we're thinking probably March, April is whenever they'll start shooting it.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman is already in production in the UK, so that is awesome. It will be really cool to actually see set pics of Gal Gadot like by herself. That would be really cool. But Justice League, like, I cannot wait for the first picture of all of them together.
Oh.
Now, here's my big thing with Justice League. Who are they going to cast for Green Lantern?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be Hal Jordan or is it going to be Jon Stewart?
Right.
I want Jon Stewart because
I feel like they're going to go the Hal Jordan route.
Well, I mean,
but you can really go either way.
We talked about it last week.
Nobody really knows, that casual fan doesn't know the difference, really, I guess. But
well, Jon Stewart was in the Justice League cartoon, and that's how a lot of people picture Green Lantern. So if they ever went, I want Idris Elba to be Jon Stewart, but
that'd be cool.
I don't know who they would go with. There's talks of Tyrese Gibson being fucking Green Lantern, and I do not want that to happen.
Gladly pass.
I do not want him every single time he makes a construct going, woo!
Yes.
I don't want that. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, that's one of the biggest things that I read for this week. There was a whole lot of different Star Wars stuff, like JJ talking about the Death Star for The Force Awakens.
I was reading about that. It was the I guess we can just jump into that. I had that on my list.
Mm-hmm.
It was the details on how the Star Killer base will rival the Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems really cool. We've seen shots of it. It looks pretty cool. But they had this article on Joe Blow, the short article about the Star Killer base. Damn it.
You want to call it Death Star so bad.
Right, exactly. And then they talk about General Hux and Domhnall Gleeson's character and stuff. So it's so fucking similar to the original trilogy. It's frightening.
I mean, but that's it's awesome.
It kind of hit me today, when I was reading Star Wars news, is that you don't even really need it. It's technically not called Episode 7. It's just Star Wars:
The Force Awakens. Yeah.
So it's its own thing in a way.
In a way, it kind of is. Yeah. I mean, that's how it was with.
It's still
the originals. 7, it was A New Hope. Then it wasn't called Episode 2, Empire Strikes Back. It was just called The Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
So I can see what they're doing with this. Kind of going with the old route. It's not like Episode 7. It's just called The Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm.
I dig that. That's awesome.
Yes.
But what I think, you saw this in the last trailer too, the part where the X-Wings and the TIE Fighters are fighting in the air, you see the planet itself separating. So I think the planet is actually disguised as the Starkiller base. So
that's
it's the actual planet.
Yeah.
So, God, one more fucking month.
It really is. Literally, it's less than a month. Or no, it's a little bit more.
It's a month and 4 days.
Yes.
A month and 4 days. It needs to be here now.
Yes.
I'm so fucking ready.
I agree. More movie news here. I think they're close to getting a director for a Gambit movie, Doug Liman.
Yeah, I did hear about that actually.
I didn't remember who he was, and he did Edge of Tomorrow and The Bourne Identity.
I've heard Edge of Tomorrow was really good.
It is a good movie. I saw that. It was Tom Cruise is surprisingly tolerable. He's so hit or miss. 90% of the time he's not tolerable. Yeah, exactly. I love Collateral, though.
I saw the GIF that you posted on Facebook.
Of him, shocking Oprah. The Force lightning.
I love her.
Oh, my God. That's, so
that
good. Is the GIF of the internet. Is that GIF of him, grabbing Oprah and, the Palpatine lightning. It's a great GIF. It never gets old.
Oh, man.
With Gambit movie, I was really looking forward to... Because originally we're going to have possibly Shane Black.
Yeah.
So, and then Rupert Wyatt was in the mix too, and he's good. But But man, this is another one along with Justice League. If they fuck this up,
Gambit,
I'm gonna be pissed.
Gambit is an awesome
one of
X-Men.
my all-time favorite superheroes is Gambit.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the best X-Men and a very underappreciated X-Men too. One of the X-Men.
I feel like that. Like Nightcrawler is my favorite personally because I mean Wolverine. Everybody fucking loves Wolverine.
Yeah, you know? I mean, I like Wolverine, but like I always like I love Gambit and Cyclops. They're my two.
Cyclops
favorites.
is awesome.
Everybody like used to give me shit as a kid, like, yo, you like Cyclops. I'm like, because he's awesome. He's like Wolverine's kryptonite too. Yeah. Like fucking shoots lasers out of his eyes and stuff. And like they always had that feud. I loved it. Gambit and Wolverine did. Mm-hmm. Like they're always at each other's throats, and I love that.
Gambit, he's one of the most suave motherfuckers in comic book history.
He really
is. But
Channing Tatum's going to be Gambit if anybody doesn't know already. I think it's going to work.
I think he could do it because he's Cajun.
He's from Louisiana.
Yeah, he's Cajun. So.
He's got the accent.
Mm-hmm.
So
it'll be interesting to see him doing that. I did see this. For any of you Aquaman fans out there, unfortunately, Aquaman fans. But Mara, there's a rumor that Mara will actually be introduced in the first Justice League movie. Really? So, yeah, and Mara, like, I'm not a huge fan of Aquaman. Like, I've read his comics. Like, the new stuff is awesome, but his older stuff is just stupid.
Really?
Oh, I talk to fish. But Mara she's hot. She's a redhead. She's a badass. Like, she carries around a freaking trident and, like, beats the shit out of people, But it would be cool to see Mara in the Aquaman movie. Now, with Jason Momoa as Aquaman, I wonder who they'll cast. I'm looking forward to that. They better not cast Khaleesi from fucking Game of Thrones.
Oh, gee, yeah. That's stupid.
That reminds me, there was an Honest trailer released for Terminator Genesis. I almost said Genesis because that's what it's called. But it was Terminator Genesis, and they were talking about.
You might as well call it that.
Terminator
Genesis. God, we filled up like 15 minutes of the last podcast talking about Germinator. Sorry, I've had a few drinks already. Germinator.
See, the title doesn't make sense.
Germinator Genesis.
Genesis.
Perfect. Oh, that's awesome. Fucking more movie news. Fucking Ridley Scott changed the fucking title.
Yeah, he changed the title again.
It was originally, they're doing a sequel to Prometheus, which is a very debated film of if it sucks or if it's good, which I liked it. I don't know about
I need to watch it again. Like, I've only seen it once.
Have you?
That was whenever I saw it in theaters.
Yeah,
back whenever it came out.
It's kind of a lot to process too.
It was, and I was just like, what's going on?
Yeah, here? It's kind of like, what the fuck is happening?
So I kind of want to watch it again just to clarify and make my final decision on it. Usually, I have to watch a movie at least twice before I make my final decision.
Yeah, it's a good one. I mean. But, like, the movie was originally supposed to be called Alien Paradise Lost.
Yeah.
But now they're throwing around the title Alien Covenant. Like, that could be more fucking cliche. Paradise Lost is a cool title.
Yeah, that is a cool title.
I would have been fine with that title. Now it's Covenant. How about you just name it fucking Alien Reloaded?
I keep hearing rumors, of a Predator reboot as well, because Predators, I mean... Shane Black is Shane Black is supposedly attached to that. He's supposed to be the writer and the director, which would be awesome, because, I mean, he's a great writer and director. I forgive him for Iron Man 3, but, I mean, he was in the first Predator movie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he probably knows the character, and, he does great action, and I want him to do a Predator movie. I want a good Predator movie again.
Yeah. I agree. What else we got here? Okay. I guess good news here. They haven't confirmed it yet, but, like, there's... everybody. I don't know if everybody's seen, the girl with the dragon tattoo, the one with Daniel Craig and Rooney Mara. The original movie was a book. They were books, and then the movies were in Swedish.
Swedish,
yeah,
yes.
Or Norwegian. No, Swedish.
Swedish.
And then they made an American remake that David Fincher, my bad.
It was good.
It is really good. It has my fucking future wife in it.
Rooney Mara.
Oh, God.
I'll be right back. I need another beer.
Okay. But they're supposed to be doing. Well, the article was Rudy Mara said that she's going to do another movie regardless of if it's made or not. She's like, I'm going to do it regardless if it's made or not, whatever. But she's confirmed that if it does happen, she's in. And even if they don't light something, that she's in regardless. So, Girl with Dragon Tattoo is a pretty good movie. I liked it.
You see Rudy Mara naked. That was cool.
Oh my god. Fucking Daniel Craig is a lucky son of a bitch. He's Bond and he's banged so many girls in Bond movies. And Spectre, oh my god. He had sex with like 4 girls in that movie.
What a stud.
Yes. God. And then, all the other ones too.
Well, I mean, he got to see Rooney Mara naked. I'm pretty sure he tapped Eva Green during Casino Royale.
He did.
Wasn't Monica Bellucci in Spectre?
Yes, she was. Her character was fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, she's hot.
But still, I agree. But yeah, he got to see freaking Rooney Mara naked. He had sex with her and Girl with Dragon Tattoo as well. Lucky. I got a funny story about Girl with Dragon Tattoo. I went and seen that at Showplace when it came out. And I was watching it and it was fine. And it was like one of the last times I saw a film print there. Yeah, and it was on film at Showplace, and I was like, there was 20 minutes left, and all of a sudden I hear from Travis can attest to this. When he worked there, he was always up there in the booths, the projection booths, when he worked there. But now they got this bunch of kids running the place, and nobody watches. They just start a movie and they leave. Nobody stays up there. And I was watching the movie. And all of a sudden, I was in there with a couple other people. And I heard this boom from up in the projection booth, and all of a sudden, the freaking screen started going. It fucking the film reel fell off the fucking projector.
Oh wow!
And burnt a hole through the print. Yeah, couldn't finish. I didn't know how it ended. I had to wait till DVD for the ending.
Oh, I
was pissed. But they gave us our money back, and then they gave us a voucher to another movie, which was cool. But God, have somebody watching the fucking film reel. It's not a digital projector. You can't just start it and walk away. It was a film print. Just, man, God, that pissed me off. But yeah, that was my Girl with Dragon Tattoo experience.
I'm looking at other things as well. For any of you Arrow and Flash fans out there, they have been doing more work on the crossover episode. So I'm not sure if that was released already or if it's next week's episode, but it looks pretty cool. I mean, you'll have, Firestorm in there, Arrow, Black Canary, Flash, just all the TV superheroes together, which will be cool. I'm hoping they bring in John Constantine for that episode.
Yes, they've been talking about it. That would be awesome.
Did you hear about the Suicide Squad producer talking about the Joker? And he was...
About how they're pushing the PG-13 rating. I didn't even know it was rated PG-13.
I mean, it's a DC comic book movie.
You can't rate it. But from all the trailers and all the shit from it, you expect it to be rated R.
Yeah, because
you can't do that, really.
Really, But that is one movie where I'm still kind of iffy on.
Yeah.
I'm kind of iffy on it.
Well, it's pretty much like DC's Guardians, because they're taking a big gamble with this one, because not a lot of people know what the Suicide Squad is.
Yeah,
I'm not even completely familiar with it, except the Joker and Harley Quinn and Deadshot. But they had. I was gonna bring that up. They had an article about the PG-13 rating, about how the Joker pushed it, the rating, of it, it's the highest PG-13 rating you could have. So.
I don't know. I still don't like the look of him.
I mean, he's got the laugh down. He's got that laugh down, and the voice is pretty good, but just the look.
Jared Leto is a fantastic actor.
He's great,
but the way that they're doing it is stupid.
Yes,
I don't like it.
It's weird.
Katy Perry, my future wife. Sorry, there's an article on Joe Blow. Staring at Katy Perry's luscious thighs will have you seeing stars. That's what it says.
Oh, really?
I mean, I do that already when I see her rack. But whatever. Anywho, moving on.
There really wasn't a lot of other news, really. It's just been kind of slow lately with news. I'm looking here. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot. Andy Serkis talked about Force Awakens and
Yeah.
him as the villain. I didn't really read that much, but
they released concept art of it. Like, this was, I think, a few days ago. They released concept art, and he kind of looked like a snake, almost.
really,
But I think they changed it up a little bit. So, I mean, Andy Serkis, fantastic motion capture actor.
It's a shame he hasn't won an Oscar.
I know. Did he get nominated for playing Caesar?
I think he did. Yeah, he didn't win, but
that's upsetting. That is upsetting. He was awesome as Caesar.
Yes, he was great.
But yeah, the General Snoke is his name, and he's Kylo Ren's boss.
Okay.
So, I mean, the snake concept is cool, but I mean, they kind of like said that they were going in a different direction than that concept art. So I'm really curious to see, what General Snoke is.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a new race that they made up for Star Wars, or if it's a race that we already know. If he shows up as a fucking Gungan.
No.
No.
JJ's, I think, already confirmed that there will not be Gungans. I apologize, people. I have a little sore throat going on for the last day or two, but bear with me. There's really not a lot more movie news. I guess we move on to Blu-ray DVD releases.
Yes.
Next week, we already covered a lot of this week's and last week's podcasts. Next week we got Man from U.N.C.L.E. comes out on DVD.
I heard that was pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I know it's based off an old TV show.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it. The movie, I heard, is decent. What else comes out?
Terminator Genisys came out this week.
Yeah, it did. Fucking movie. Makes me want to puke. Blu-ray extended edition of Hobbit Battle of Five Armies comes out.
I heard it was like a R rating.
Yeah, it got an R rating. Yeah. That was like the only one of that trilogy that I really enjoyed was Battle of Five Armies.
Battle of Five Armies was entertaining.
I don't know if anybody has seen the Hobbit movies, but if you go to if you watch them, bring a pillow and blanket because you're gonna fucking fall asleep in these fucking movies. And I don't even know why they stretched them out into 3 movies.
It could have been done in one.
Oh my god!
I think the reason why was for money purposes,
it's a cash,
of course.
Cash grab.
But I mean, with Lord of the Rings, those movies were long, but they were good.
Yeah, exactly.
They were good.
Hobbit movies,
boring. They took a lot to build up to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually went to the midnight premieres for all of them.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I almost fell asleep. Like it was.
Yeah, I fell asleep in the first Hobbit. I mean, I fell asleep for like 20 minutes at least. I woke up and still talking.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, there really isn't anything coming out this week for movies and DVDs. Ant-Man comes out here soon, I know.
The week after next week, American Ultra comes out.
What was that?
I didn't see it. It was the one with Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart, and
I heard mixed about it.
Yeah, I heard very mixed reviews about it, but Shaun the Sheep.
Yeah, Shaun the Sheep.
What the fuck is this shit? Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of stuff really.
Mission Impossible comes out soon too.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a lot of big Blu-ray DVD releases coming out in the next few weeks. Nothing worth mentioning really that you guys will know about. A lot of it's just a lot of obscure things that nobody really cares about or wants to see, I guess. But pretty soon a movie about Amy Winehouse is coming out.
Yeah, I just saw that.
How's she doing?
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah. Going to hell.
Yeah, seats are warm, man. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Amy.
Huh?
It's called Amy. That's what
yes, Amy.
A masterpiece, a remarkable documentary, an extraordinary, powerful work. Huh.
I guess we can move on to the next segment. First world problem of the week. This is a segment that, we talk about.
I have my first world problem of the week. When was that big storm? Wednesday? Thursday?
Yes.
Wednesday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday.
Earlier in the week, yeah.
and it was a big storm.
Oh yeah, it was like
you heard what happened at work, right?
Yes.
Holy shit, that was crazy. What happened at work? The whole building shook. The front door like blew off, and the lobby ceiling like caved in.
Yes.
Like that was insane.
It's pretty much like a mini hurricane came through Peoria. It was pretty crazy.
And then my first world problem was I got a text saying that the power was back on at home because my roommate was about to go to bed and he was like, "Oh, don't worry about waking me up. I think the power came back on, whatever." I was like, "Okay, cool." And I went home. I was excited. I was like, "Oh, I can play Fallout 4. I'm going to get a pizza." Nope. Power was still out, so I couldn't play Fallout 4. I was very upset.
Oh.
First world problem. Well, we've got, starving people in Ethiopia.
People that don't even have electricity.
Yeah. I'm sitting in the dark, like, eating Lunchables because I couldn't fucking cook a pizza.
Right.
And I was just like, I can't fucking play Fallout. This sucks.
Surprisingly, over here in Pekin, we didn't get nothing really.
That's surprising.
Yeah, it was just rain really, and there was my power didn't go out at all.
Because Peoria got hit. I heard town out east, Metamora, they got hit hard.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Power lines I heard were down in Germantown Hills, like just craziness. But I was just upset sitting in the dark. I've been playing the game so much I actually dreamt I was in Fallout.
Really?
I was getting attacked by ghouls. It was fucking awful. But I'll be talking about Fallout later. That was my first world problem of the week.
I didn't really have one this week, I guess. No, I mean, it's been all right. I mean, yeah, I didn't really. This is kind of a tricky segment. I mean, you have to really run into something that's worthy of mentioning, I guess. But no, I mean, this week was, yeah. So, I didn't really have much happen to me this week besides my fucking dog dying, I guess. But
I open up Facebook and there's the GIF. The GIF. First thing I see.
Tom Cruise, Emperor Cruise,
Emperor
shocking Oprah with the Force lightning.
Did you ever see the picture of him, where there's a line down his face and it shows his mouth is, completely crooked, like his teeth are totally crooked?
No!
Yeah. Let me see if I can find that.
Oh, God.
Tom Cruise's smile. You can see if I can find it. But yeah, you'll see a picture if you Google it. There's a line straight down his face, and you'll see his teeth are totally fucking jacked.
Oh, it's loading.
Hurry up! Look at that. See?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Like his left tooth is completely off center. I thought that was funny.
You have to add a picture of that to the podcast so you can see what we're talking about.
But yeah, no, seriously. Look at that. It's just, it's kind of frightening, almost.
That's weird.
If Tom Cruise came up to you and smiled at you, you wouldn't stop looking. It'd be one of those awkward moments. I don't know. If I met him, I would have, said thank you for Top Gun and just walk away.
I thank him for Collateral. I love
Collateral was awesome.
Fantastic movie. If anybody hasn't seen that movie, watch that damn movie. It's an achievement.
Didn't that have a tie-in with the Transporter movies?
No, it was his own thing.
I could have... I remember reading this fan theory because Jason Statham shows up in it.
Yes, yeah, he is. He's in it at the beginning for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And that was supposedly the quote-unquote transporter. And I was just like, oh!
Yeah, I didn't even really think about that. It's...
There's a lot of interesting fan theories out there. Cracked.com, they have a lot of good fan theories.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
But I read that one and I was just like, oh, Jason Statham.
I guess I'm trying to think of a first world problem. I'll think of something next podcast.
All right. All right. Plenty of time. What do we got next, sir?
What shitty movie did I watch this week? Where do I fucking start? Oh my god. I watched Oh yeah, it was on Tuesday. I watched fucking Nicolas Cage horror movie called Pay the Ghost. Oh my god.
Yep.
I reviewed it on our Letterboxd, and
I saw you gave it 1 star.
I gave 1 star. Piece of garbage. Like, this is like just the fucking. They need to just rename the movie "Pay the Cast" because it's like everybody's collecting a paycheck. It's horrible. Fucking Nicolas Cage in it is horrible as always. Not even trying, and Sarah Wayne Callies is in it. Lori from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
You know, everybody hated her in The Walking Dead. She's still a bitch in this.
Oh, well, she's a bitch and everything.
God, what's her problem? She's
don't know.
mean in everything.
I don't know, man.
I mean, just it's full of cheap jump scares. The freaking plot is stupid. Like, Nicolas Cage and Sarah are married, and like he takes his.
I love how you call her Sarah.
Yeah, Lori. Or married, and like he like takes his son to like this Halloween carnival the night of Halloween, and then like he keeps seeing like the kid keeps seeing this like shape. He's like, "Oh, Dad, we need to pay the ghost." And then yeah, and they're going to get ice cream. He looks down, he's missing, and then like he goes missing for like a year, and then Nicolas Cage is like obsessed with it, trying to find his kid, and then he ends up finding him in some other dimension. Yeah, and then like he pulls him back, and I don't really want to. I don't think anybody's actually.
Nobody's probably gonna watch it because there's the 2 words that will keep people away: Nicolas Cage.
And yeah, and just freaking cheap storyline, cheap bad acting. Oh man, it was a rough one. It actually had a jump scare in it. Like, I fucking hate jump scares. I don't hate them because they scare me. I hate them because they're cheap.
Yeah, they're cliche.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, and they actually had one in this that scared me, and I got pissed. Because, like, he's, like, looking out the window, and, like, all of a sudden it's, like, this thing, I think it was, like, the ghost that gets paid to God do no whatever. But, like, it, like, jumps in the window. It's like, ah! And, like, I was like, God damn it! And, like, it scared the shit out of me. I was pissed. But no, 1 star piece of crap. What else did I watch this week? Oh yeah, if everybody doesn't know, obviously yesterday was Friday the 13th. Which every Friday the 13th, I gotta watch a Friday the 13th film.
You have to.
Big fan of the franchise. I rewatched Jason Goes to Hell. Woo!
That one's rough.
Man, that was bad.
It's up there with Jason X.
Jason X is worse.
Is it? I mean, it's still up there.
They're almost equally as bad, but man, this movie fucking sucks.
The only cool part about Jason Goes to Hell was the ending where you see Freddy's hand come out and take Jason's mask down to hell.
Yes.
Like, that was cool, but the rest of it was total shit.
Like, there's just, like, in Jason Goes to Hell, I actually watched the movie muted. Because I was listening to our last podcast to make sure it sounded good and everything, and so I just watched it with captions. Yeah. I was like, I'll just have it as, like, background noise. I was just kind of watching it. But man, like the beginning of this movie, like, this lady is driving out to Camp Crystal Lake and staying in a cabin out there, and then, like, she's actually, like, luring Jason to be, like, destroyed by cops. Like, so, like, she's, like, running from Jason, and then, like, all of a sudden she runs across this field, and, like, these spotlights come on, and then, like, all these cops are like, fire! And they blow the shit out of Jason. And then, like, Jason's body is taken to this morgue, and, like, this guy's the...
He takes over, like, there was crappy special effects. I remember that exact scene. This cop goes in there, and there's, like, these, like, blue dots that, like, circled around him. He was just like,
yeah. Yeah, he gets, like, possessed by Jason. So, like, everybody in the cop... is like, I don't know if everybody's seen the movie Bean, like with Rowan Atkinson. There's like this detective that's always hassling Bean. He's this black detective, and like he's a mortician in this Jason movie, and like he's the guy, and like he gets possessed by Jason because he's like eating Jason's brain and everything. Like, and that's a horrifying scene to watch muted. Like, I was watching it, and he's just like, and there's blood curdling. Everyone's like, and then, like, yeah, he gets possessed, and, like, everybody, like, all these people throughout the film are, like, possessed by Jason.
Yeah.
So, like, he's back,
no
but he's...
sense.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, probably 1.5 star. Maybe 1 star.
It's bad.
Those are definitely 2 shitty movies I watched this week, which I watched too many, which I don't know how I'm not in a mental hospital. I saw an amazingly bad film today. I don't know if anybody knows about this movie. I'm going to kind of read the article on it. Let's take a look here and see. If anybody knows about Drafthouse Films, they're kind of this like the subsidiary of Alamo Drafthouse, which they find like the most obscure movies that like never got released. Have a cult following, things like that, and then Drafthouse Films. They're the ones that we were talking about in the last podcast. They put out Roar.
Yeah.
Like, they released that, and we all saw that in theaters, which was awesome. And then they did this new one. I saw the trailer for it, probably about a month or two ago, and this movie's called Dangerous Men. And it's this movie actually, I'll read the article to you guys. This movie got filmed back in 1979. And, it actually didn't even get... here's the article. With Drafthouse, after finding much success with their distribution of Roar earlier this year, Drafthouse Films is once again taking a cult sensation in making and giving it a theatrical redistribution. Dangerous Men, which spent nearly 2 decades in production.
It was filmed in what, 78?
79.
79?
Yeah, and opened in California theaters back in 2005 and quietly died out of the box office, though that's all about to change if Drafthouse Films has anything to do with it. Film comes from the late John Rad, whose credits in the picture include director, writer, location scout, producer, executive producer, and more. What a guy.
So he did everything.
He pretty much made the entire movie to himself. The movie never found a following its initial run, though it slowly has become a cult hit in the years since Rad's 2007 death. I mean, at least he kind of got to see it get released, even though it tanked. Chief among its biggest fans is Hadrian Beloved of the Cine family, who saw the film multiple times during its brief theatrical run, alerted Drafthouse Films and Alamo Drafthouse Cinema programming teams about its existence, working with the late artist family. The team worked alongside the American Genre Film Institute to locate and restore the original film. It took us almost 3.5 years of continuous begging, pleading, and debasement before John Rad's family agreed to license us the film. Well worth it. We are immensely proud that we carved out our own niche of mind-shredding repertory releases and beyond thrilled to unleash what could very much be considered the holy grail of holy fucking shit on audiences worldwide. And they aren't kidding, guys. I will go into this movie. I saw it today. Peoria at Landmark Cinema has one screen of it. I don't know how long it's going to be going for. I talked to the manager because I want Andy and Travis to see it too. I think they said it's doing really well, apparently. I was talking to the manager.
Really?
He said, yeah, it's doing well at the theater. So I think they're going to have it. It'll be there at least another week. And they said if it does well up until next week, they'll keep it for another week. So Dangerous Men opened nationwide yesterday and will hit on-demand platforms in December. Home video release on Blu-ray, DVD, and VHS.
Holy shit!
It's planned for early 2016. Watch the Bonkers trailer, blah, 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 which plays the best action film Ed Wood never ever made.
One of the reviews I saw was it made my eyes bleed, in a good way.
Yes.
Just...
So, this movie is just, it's so fucking horrible that it's amazing. I watched this movie today and, immediately, I saw it at the theater I was originally actually going to go see Bridge of Spies.
Yeah.
And
That's that new Tom Hanks movie,
right?
Yeah.
And I got there and I was I saw the poster for Dangerous Men. I was like, this looks really familiar. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that's that movie that Drafthouse is releasing. I didn't know it came out this weekend. And so I was like, it started at 12:30, and it was 12:35 when I got there because I was going to go to the 12:45 of Spies. And, so I was like, you know what, fuck, it's so slow at the theater that I was just I kind of wanted to see Bridge of Spies just because I wanted to see a movie. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I'm seeing Dangerous Men, so I got in there. And we go to Theater 11, which is this tiny fucking theater that has a screen that's a tiny screen. And basically, I think they just showed the DVD on a projector.
Yeah.
So, but man, this movie is something else. Travis wants to see it again. Andy might go. We might see it again.
If I don't see it Monday night, I'll see it. I will probably go Tuesday during the day. That way I can actually witness this movie.
Oh, it's so, there's movies out there that are just so horrible that they're good.
Oh,
and this is one of them. There's this one part, I don't really want to give a lot of the movie away, but there's this one part where this girl that had been killing men to get revenge on her dead fiance who got murdered by bikers, she picks up a hooker and like she's like asking the hooker like how do I learn the ways of like being a person of the night and all this stuff, and then she was like the hooker's like it's like stay away from these areas and stuff, and make sure to watch out for people and all this stuff, and she's like elaborating on what's terrible about the night, and then like all of a sudden like she just starts crying, this hooker, and she's like, I want to go home. Like so I lost it in the theater. I was dying laughing. I was in the theater with like an older couple. They were the only ones in the theater, and like they left like halfway through. I bet they legitimately thought this was going to be like a thriller, like a crime
Dangerous
drama.
Men.
Yeah, and they were just like, I could hear them like they were bitching the whole time about it. They were just like, "What is this?" I'm laughing my ass off. Like this is pure B-list bastard material, and
that could be a movie that he actually enjoys.
Yeah, it might be a future episode. Like it might be one I might admit to enjoying. But yeah, Dangerous Men, still in theaters. It released this weekend, so to whoever's listening, they have one screen in Peoria at Landmark, at the Peoria Landmark.
It's the bowling alley theater mix.
Landmark Cinemas at the bowl. I don't know if they technically call it. It's stupid.
It used to be GKC. Now it's just Landmark Cinemas. Whatever. It's a cheap theater. You can go get a ticket and popcorn and a soda for like $10.
Yeah,
$10.
Yes.
So
$10.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good if you just want to go see a movie. Just just want to get away. Go spend $10. Go get a popcorn. Go get a soda. Enjoy a movie, even if it's a terrible movie.
Yes.
It's $10.
Exactly. That's honestly the only theater I really go to now is Landmark because it's so fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Like I can go there and see a matinee, large popcorn soda, $10.50.
Yeah.
Like if you go to
like AMC or Rave, even
you're gonna pay almost $20.
Yeah, $20 for a large popcorn, large soda,
and a ticket.
Yeah, because tickets nowadays are just fucking ridiculous.
But I mean, we were talking about it on the last podcast. To give AMC credit, their matinees have gotten really cheap. They're like $3.99 for matinees now.
No shit.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap, but their popcorn's still fucking the national deficit. So they have Obama in there. Let me be clear.
Thanks, Obama.
I am going to purchase his popcorn with the national deficit.
With the national deficit.
But yes, Dangerous Men. Check it out. You'll have a blast. You'll laugh. It's something else. It was one of them. It's been a while since like I go to the movies and have a good time, but that's one where I was like in my popcorn, like smiling, like holy shit, like this is so fucking horrible. I love this. And like there's like it's horribly edited. Like there's like hard cut to sex scenes randomly, and I was telling Andy about it before we started recording, and oh my god, it's awesome. Check it out. Moving on. Let's.
I did not have a shitty movie this week. It's in my queue. My buddy Mike actually watched it tonight.
Oh, I saw what he watched.
Yeah. Oh. I will be indulging my eyes in Human Centipede 3.
Oh,
so for the next podcast, you will hear me talking about Human Centipede 3. It's in my queue right now on Netflix. I've sat through the first two, and I wonder why. But I'm going to. I will push myself to sit through Human Centipede 3, so you guys can hear me bitch about it. That is what I will do.
Oh my god!
My buddy Mike watched it today, and he was just like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
Yeah, I remember I saw. I think I saw he was watching it. I commented on it. I was like, "Godspeed, dude, it's rough." I've seen it because I subject myself to fucking anything.
My buddy Zach was like, "Is it like the longest spank train ever?"
Yes,
that was fucking lost it. Whatever he said.
It pretty much is in a way towards the.
I mean, it's set in a prison, so you never fucking know.
Fucking man, yeah, I've seen it. I won't go into detail because it's horrible. But, like the Human Centipede movies are just, they're like everybody hears about them and they're just like, oh, I don't want to watch that. Like that's gross. But they're like, they're not even gross. They're just so bad. They're bad.
They're absurd.
They're just bad movies.
Absurd. It's the second one was basically Tom Six, the director of the movie. He was basically jerking off to himself.
Right, yeah,
he was, because it was a guy who was a huge fan of the first movie.
And he's in the third one, too, and his character is fucking stupid. God, like, yeah, but yeah, he's right, though. It's like, the first one is like, it tries to be gross and offensive, but it's just a bad movie. And the sequel, like he said, is basically like Tom Six is like, oh my god, I'm just going to basically worship the first movie in a sick and depraved way. And
that had the most fucked up, like, abortion scene, quote unquote.
Oh my god, that was terrible. I don't want to talk about that.
Moving on. I want to no.
But like Human Centipede 3, and I'd say to drop it and I bring it back up. Yeah, what's his face is in the first movie. He's in this one. Dieter Laser.
Oh, the doctor.
The doctor in the first one. Yeah, he's in this one as like the warden of the prison. And he's
the warden.
Yes. Like I watched the movie and reviewed it, and I think I gave it a half star. It's horrible, but the only reason they got a half star is like in the letterbox you can only give something a half star. It's the lowest you can give a fucking movie. But I was like, the only reason it gets a half star is because Dieter Laser acts his ass off in that movie.
Does he?
Oh my god, he's so over the top, like screaming about like penises and like all this, just screaming about the most obscene things. Like that was the only bright spot of the movie. But like other than that, like Tom Six shows up in the movie, he's in it. He shows up in it, and yeah. But if anybody wants to brave it, Human Centipede 3 is available on Netflix. All of them, I think, are on Netflix.
Yes, all of them are.
All three are on Netflix.
So if you want to have a shitty night, watch all three of them.
Watch that trilogy. You will have a... You want to watch movies for a weekend.
Make sure you have moonshine. Like, you need to go hardcore with that. I will need to bust out my whiskey for that one. You
have to drink. That's like a mind eraser.
I will probably watch it Monday or Wednesday night, and then
good luck,
next week next week or the week after, whenever we podcast next, you guys will hear me bitching about it. Yeah. So wish me luck. I just. Moving on.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Human Centipede.
Yeah.
It fucking grosses me out. Just. The Human Centipede. South Park. I'm a huge South Park fan. That episode was amazing.
I remember that one. I mean, like, South Park's very hit or miss nowadays. They pretty much suck, but like I haven't consistently watched that show in probably 10 years.
I rewatched
if not more.
I rewatched the Guitar Hero episode. That episode is fucking genius.
Guitar Hero. That's a really good
That is a genius episode because they take Kyle and Stan, who are Guitar Hero experts.
Yeah.
And I can relate to that because I played Guitar Hero like a fucking maniac way back in the day. Oops. The new one looks stupid, but... And then it basically shows what happens with a band. One of them gets addicted to heroin and the band breaks up.
That's not funny, but...
I mean, it's true. And they had Heroin Hero where you had to catch the dragon while you're shooting heroin, but you can't catch the dragon.
Oh my god.
It's fucking genius. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are the shit.
They are. I agree 100% with that. Those guys are...
Fucking Basketball is one of the best fucking movies of all time.
That is like the modern day Airplane.
It is.
Like, literally.
And it wouldn't surprise me.
I think it's from the writers and stuff of Airplane.
Yeah.
Or was it Naked Gun?
They both did.
Was it both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Airplane and Naked Gun were from the same people.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Basketball was fucking improv throughout most of it. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are some funny motherfuckers.
They're awesome. Still need to see freaking Book of Mormon.
Oh God, me too.
Their Broadway show.
I've heard nothing but good things about that.
Yeah, I heard it's fantastic. Comic book news? Anything going on?
No comic book news. All Fallout. All Fallout 4. I went and picked my copy up Monday night. I went to the GameStop in Peoria.
I'm gonna pee while he goes on about this.
But I picked my copy up Monday night. They had a midnight release at a GameStop in Peoria. I went to it with a few friends of mine. and I actually won a bumper sticker for Vault 114. So I'm going to put that on my car here very soon. But as soon as I started the game starts out, you make a character just like every other Fallout game. I made a gunslinger character. His name is Xavier. I'm going with the gunslinger route, so I'm focusing more on perception, intelligence, agility. I'm even throwing some charisma in there and a little bit of luck. But within the first 2 hours of fighting or of playing the game, you had to fight a Deathclaw. And my roommate at the time was asleep because I started playing it about 11 o'clock and I didn't get done until about 4 or 5 in the morning because I work third shift. I'm up late anyways, whatever. But you fight a Deathclaw within the first 2 hours of playing the game. Holy shit. It was charging at me and I was like, ah! Ah! But the whole scene with that was very cool because you're in your power armor. You get power armor right at the beginning of the game. Like, not necessarily right at the beginning, but as soon as you wake up and you're in the wasteland, you get power armor, which is really fucking cool. Whenever you get that power armor, you rip a minigun off a fucking helicopter, and you're fighting all these raiders. And they're like, hey, why don't you come down here? And you're like, okay. So you jump down off the roof of the building with your power armor on, wielding a fucking minigun, and you're just like, okay, grrr. And you start walking, and then all of a sudden you see the ground like explode, and there's a fucking Deathclaw. I freaked the fuck out. I was trying not to wake my roommate up because I was screaming. But the beginning of the game, it starts out after you make your character, it shows that you're with your family, you're with your wife and child named Sean, and the whole story to it is it's set in an alternate universe where after we unleash the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, we take the atomic power and we use it for resources like power. Like we power our cars, we power our houses, everything like that. But the atomic power just goes haywire, and it just causes a nuclear fucking holocaust.
Wow.
And you get a knock at your door from these people who are having these vaults, which will, they're like safe houses, like back in, during the Cold War, stuff like that. There was the whole like, oh, they have nuclear missiles. We need to, build like these safe houses, stuff like that. So the vaults are like that, but on a massive scale where many people can live there. So you talk to the guy, you're like, okay, whatever. Then you start seeing these newscasts where the nuclear explosions have gone off in New York City. They've gone off in Washington, D.C. Pretty much any major city that you can think of, they've exploded already. And the game is set in Boston.
He's ruining the game for you, folks.
It's just the beginning. I haven't done much of the main story because I've been fucking around because it's fun.
I wish I can get as passionate about video games again as Andy. Because growing up, I was a huge gamer. Like, grew up on Genesis and PS1. Like, those
PS1, Crash Bandicoot.
System they have my heart, those systems. But it's consoles. But, like, I worked, and I mentioned in the last podcast, I worked at Toys R Us for 4 years before my current job. And, like, it just ruined video gaming for me. Like, and just, like, a lot of the games now, like, I saw, like, a ton of my friends, you and everybody on Facebook, like, friends list, like everybody's posting about Fallout 4, and like it looks incredible. Like I kind of, is it on PS3?
No, it's just next gen consoles.
Yep. Okay. I wish I can get as passionate about video games.
You can play Fallout 3. Fallout 3 was awesome. Liam Neeson's your dad in that.
Really?
Yes, he actually voiced your father in that.
He voiced my dad.
Yes.
Really?
And whenever I first heard it, I was like, oh my god.
Liam Neeson is my dad. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it was nuts. But with as soon as you hear the news about the nuclear holocaust basically happening, you start running for the vault. As soon as you get to the vault, they pull the lever so the elevator will go down.
Yeah, you're telling me about this. It sounds like an awesome
You see the mushroom cloud. Like, you see the atomic explosion. You see the mushroom cloud, and then all you see is just the debris, just the tremors coming towards you. But you're already in, and then you look up and you just see just dust, like it was nuts. Like my mouth was agape while I was playing this scene right here. And then while you're in the vault, you get cryogenically frozen. And
Really?
while you were cryogenically frozen, there was a malfunction. You actually wake up and you see your wife get killed and your son get kidnapped.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And I tried beating on the glass to break through and try and save them, but I could not. And after that, you fall back asleep, but then you wake up. You're actually like either 150 or 200 years into the future from whenever you were cryogenically frozen.
Like when the explosion happened.
Or, from when the explosion happened.
So you're like 200 years in the future after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And your mission right now is to find your son. You need to find out, like, who kidnapped him, where he's at, get him back. So the way I'm playing my character right now, you can build settlements and stuff like that. I do not give a fuck right now about building settlements. I do not want to play Minecraft on fucking Fallout 4. All I want to do right now is find my son, and then once I find my son, then I will build settlements to protect him.
I just think of like Bane being in that video game now and being like, I gotta find my own child.
Fallout 4. In the nuclear wasteland.
What a lovely singing voice.
What are you doing? What did you have for breakfast?
You just said like child and made me
My
think
own
of Bane.
child.
Yeah.
My own child. But with Fallout, it's amazing so far. I highly recommend you go out and play this game. Even if you rent it, you're going to have to keep it for at least 3 weeks. That way you can actually get the full experience of the game. They actually even have an app on your phone where you can sync it up with the game. It's called the Pip-Boy app.
Really?
And the Pip-Boy is a device that you get in the game where it has all your inventory. You can see the missions that you have, everything like that. You can sync it up with your PlayStation or your Xbox One or your PC, and it will actually, you can use your phone, instead of actually using the Pip-Boy through the game. So it's actually a very cool trick, and even whenever you're not playing the game, they have an offline mode where you can still look at your stats, you can still look at your inventory, you can look at what missions you have, the map, everything like that. And they even have like a side game on there called Atomic Command for right now, and it's like Missile Command. It's like Missile Commander, where you shoot the missiles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. There's this one thing I did. I did one of the missions for the main quest, and I was wearing power armor, and across my journey of trying to find my son, I came across a missile launcher and 12 missiles. My own child. I came across a missile launcher and 12 missiles.
Ooh.
So I went down into this Vault 114, to find this detective who will supposedly help me out. I went up against the final boss wearing power armor and fucking a missile launcher, and he was just talking shit. He was just like, oh, why did you come down here? You shouldn't have done this, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, you know what, fuck you, man. I shot my missile. I just wrecked everybody with a missile launcher and power armor through that entire fucking vault. That was so much fun. I've actually, one of the people at work was actually telling me that they just mess around on the game right now. But they have a pompadour wig that they found.
Really?
They have a serrated blade, and they're just running around in their tighty whities, just slashing people. Jesus. Like, you can do so much with this. You can make your character the way you want to do it, whether you want to fuck around or whether you actually want to, experience your character, make it like, it's like D&D, but with video games,
Oh, okay.
Like, it's you can make your character, you can build your character the way you want to build them. Like, think of how you want to build your character, what they would do in certain scenarios, just stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Definitely go check it out. Currently, I am a level 12. I've been
Listen to this guy go.
Focusing more. I'm a gunslinger, so I've been doing, mainly focusing on guns. Melee weapons, I have a machete just in case. But it's a lot of fucking fun. And right now my character kind of looks like Mad Max because I'm wearing like leather armor and shit. It's fucking awesome. But Fallout 4. Next week, you'll probably hear me talking about Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
Because that comes out.
And Human Centipede.
And Human Centipede. So that'll be an interesting switch from Human Centipede to Star Wars Battlefront. People eating shit to fucking killing people with lightsabers,
Yes.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But
that's going to be quite the podcast.
Oh, yes. But Fallout 4, definitely go check it out. I highly recommend it. I was actually talking to Ginger Filth, my buddy John. He's a ginger, so we call him Filth. He was like, "Oh, I don't know if I should buy Fallout 4." I was like, "You fucking buy that shit. It is amazing." And he bought it. He bought it, and there's a lot of funny glitches in there too. There's one. I accidentally closed the fridge on a ghoul that I killed, and like the fridge only got like the first half, like the top half of the body, and the legs were still sticking out of the fridge, but the legs were like squirming around, like it looked like a inflatable, wacky inflatable arm man, but with legs. Like I thought it was funny. Like I was just sitting there and I was just like, yeah, that's kind of funny. There was one part that pissed me off. I'm still going with this.
Jesus,
it's probably
another fucking drink.
I know, dude. This game is serious.
Hey, that's Christ.
This game is serious. There was this one part that pissed me off so much. They spawned me at a point where one of the police robots, I was in danger with them, and they spawned me at a point where they kept on shooting at me, and it took me 10 minutes just to run away from that shit. I was pissed off. I thought I was going to have to start the game all over again. I was not happy. A lot of people have also done many mods, not mods, they've created many different characters. I've seen one where they made Adolf Hitler. They made Hitler. I've also seen.
I saw one. I think it was Photoshop. Was John Cena?
That was actually in
game.
That was actually in game. They made John Cena.
Oh,
and
boy.
If they made John Cena, I hope they just made him straight strength, where he can just use his fists to beat the shit out of people.
Yes.
You can't see me. I want that, but. Just do the AA to people and shit, but fuck John Cena. Anywho, I've even seen Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
I saw the Beavis and Butthead made, and I was like, that is genius. They could just sit on the couch all day and watch the TV. You can do whatever you want with this game. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. I'm done with my spiel.
Okay. I guess we'll move on to the next segment. Larry, you want to continue on Fallout 4?
I will be talking for the next hour about Fallout 4 because it's that good.
Move on to the next segment, entitled "That's Not Good," which is just bad news from the internet. So we'll go ahead and play this.
That's not
good. That's not good. I like it.
Okay, so that's not good news. Just browsing a good old Yahoo, and apparently the title of this article is Justin Bieber's new album is really good.
No!
It apparently is.
No!
It's good.
No!
It's entitled Purpose. Justin Bieber's new album, this is courtesy of Yahoo. Justin Bieber's new album is peppered with songs full of apologies and redemption because he's a
dick!
The asshole to everyone. Troublestar claims he's changed, and maybe he has or not. But one thing's for sure, his music has gotten better, so much better. Purpose is Bieber's first album since 2013, which was his last album was Journals. And man, he's 21 now. I just remember him as being an 17-year-old or something.
Nope. He's
yeah.
No. Fuck Justin Bieber.
Yeah, apparently his new album is it's good. His songs are downbeat songs that are personal and real. Quote, "It's like they want me to be perfect, but they don't even know I'm hurting." He sings it in an honest tone. So, but yeah, apparently...
I wonder how much he paid them to say that.
Yeah, right, yeah. So apparently... when Justin Bieber's music becomes good, that's not good.
Hell is freezing over. That is what is happening right now. Hell is freezing over. God damn it.
Yeah. that was the real that's not good part of the segment there. You have any that's not good stories? Like anything that
I have a lot of what the fuck stories.
Well, this is a fun segment. We will get to we can actually, because the next segment we were supposed to do tonight, it's a segment I wrote for the podcast, but he couldn't make it tonight. Our friend Matt, because Matt, his voice is very monotone. It's like his real voice is very monotone, and he was supposed to join the podcast tonight in place of Travis and tell you guys really bad jokes in his monotone voice. So yeah, but he can't join tonight. So we'll have to skip that segment. Hopefully we'll have that segment here in a few weeks. Really don't have any more That's Not Good. That was the big one that stuck out with me that I was reading with That's Not Good news. But according to multiple sources, Justin Bieber's new album is really good, which is really scary that the asshole actually makes good music. But I mean, I've never heard his music. I think the extent of his music that I've heard is Baby, 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 Oh, whatever that song is. We will be moving on here shortly. Andy took a quick break. Actually, I do have some more That's Not Good news. I'll throw it into That's Not Good because we'll move on to What the Fuck news. Because I have one for that, and I think Andy, I don't know if it's the same one we're thinking of. Yeah.
I've got another one.
Okay. But we were talking about this on the last podcast about the sexting scandal at that high school.
Oh, is there more news on that?
I guess, yeah. Well, there is more. So we'll keep That's Not Good going because this is obviously not good. This is terrible. We talked about in the last podcast there was a sexting scandal at some high school.
It was in Colorado, wasn't it?
I think it's in New York. Was it Colorado?
I think
it says
Colorado.
New York in this article, so hopefully this isn't a different. It says inside high school sexting scandal, so I'm assuming
it could be the same.
one.
It could be the same, yeah.
To elaborate on this, this is an update on this story. A sexting scandal that directly involved 3 students, 2 who were Wait a minute. This might be a different article, actually. Wait, okay. A sexting scandal that directly involved 3 students, 2 who were filmed in a sexual encounter, and a 3rd who recorded it. Fuck. Have led to the suspension of more than 20 teens at one high school. A letter sent home this week to parents in the Smithtown Central School District in New York explained that the district has recently been notified that the 2 14-year-old students have been arrested following an alleged off-campus incident. It went on to explain that the alleged incident, sexual in nature, was recorded and distributed electronically and through the use of social media applications. The boy involved in the encounter and the boy who recorded it both have been charged with felonies for distributing child pornography.
I figured it would be child pornography.
Yeah. The 10-second video was passed around the student body of Kings Park High School. According to NBC New York, and the school has disciplined approximately.
Approximately.
Let me take another drink off my Sam Adams here.
Oktoberfest?
Rebel IPA. Oktoberfest is fantastic, though. Let's see if that drink fixed my speech.
Approximately.
The school has disciplined approximately 20 teens accused of watching or sharing the recording. Some students who said they received the video with no prior knowledge of it or complained that they've been unfairly punished. When I got the video, I didn't know what it was, said one student. News of a group that received that included the video. He said a number of students were suspended for simply opening the video, even though they didn't share it. I viewed it. I didn't know what it was at first. I clicked on it. I deleted it right away. America, that's your youth right now. They're sharing videos of underage kids having intercourse.
America.
Which is horrible. God. How do you even comment on that? I mean...
I have no comment. I mean,
yeah.
It's...
But I don't think that has anything to do with the last story we had on the last podcast. But
fucking social media, man.
It's a juggernaut.
It controls people's lives.
It really does.
I mean,
including myself.
Well, I mean, we said this last week. Our Facebooks are a fucking joke.
They
we'll
really
find
are.
some stupid fucking shit.
Like we were saying, like last week, I would delete my Facebook and everything on social media if it wasn't for movies, sharing movie news to everybody, because Central Illinois is completely fucking illiterate with art and film. To be general,
You're not wrong.
I'm not even that drunk, man.
We've had a few, so excuse us. But anywho,
I mean, if it wasn't for sharing movie news for Ninja Apocalypse the movie, sharing stuff with that, a B-list, a web series, and now the podcast, like I wouldn't have social media. I wouldn't have a need to have it. I mean, because my Facebook's just a total joke. Yeah, I mean, it's social media is ruined.
It's
so
upsetting.
Many lives, so. That was that's not good news. Was with the sexting scandal and Justin Bieber's music apparently being quote unquote good. We'll move on to what the fuck news. We have a story here that was shared with us via a friend from work.
Nick Elliott, thank you very much for this story.
And thank you, Nick.
Big shout out to you. We appreciate that.
I hope you're doing well.
But this story is a treat.
Do you have the art?
I'm getting it pulled up right now.
Go ahead and take the reins, sir.
Basically,
I got it up too.
The whole concept of this one, Nick and I were sitting at work, and he was just looking through the news, whatever, and this came up. There was supposedly a twerking scandal that happened in Washington, D.C. D.C. police arrest women wanted in twerking-related sexual assault. I heard this, and my response was, what the fuck? And, quote-unquote, this is what the guy said. I felt 100% violated. I felt really humiliated. Which, I mean, I get that. Because it was out in the middle of public. Did you watch the video, right?
No.
The video.
I'm gonna. Oh god.
It looked like
hold up.
two prostitutes just in this gas station store. One of them was at the counter. The other one was just hanging out. Whatever.
Okay.
This guy was just standing behind him, and then the chick just starts fucking twerking on him.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
That's one thing I don't understand twerking at all. I don't want to see your butt cheeks clap together. I don't want to see that shit. I mean, if a girl has a nice ass, I'll look. Just don't fucking clap them. That's just weird. But here's yeah. Look at that. Look at the video.
She said what?
Yeah.
This other girl just is grabbing this guy all over the place.
Yeah.
Now whoa.
Yeah.
I gotta rewind that real quick. I got escalated so quickly. Wait a minute. You might want to pull it up on my Chromebook sucks.
My laptop is loading, but here's I actually have the full article up here. The videos might actually load for me. But it says here, Washington, D.C. police have arrested one of two women accused of sexually assaulting a man by groping and twerking him at a convenience store last month. The name of the woman is Ayana Marie Knight of Las Vegas, which... surprise, but anyway, she was arrested late Tuesday night and charged with third-degree sexual abuse, according to NBC Washington. Police are still looking for the second woman. The arrest came a day after they released a surveillance video of the October 7th incident at a store on the 1700 block of New York Avenue. The footage shows a woman wearing a silver dress rubbing her butt against the front of the man who asked her not to be identified. When the victim backs away, another woman in a short red dress makes several attempts to cozy up next to him. She also appears to touch his pants inseam. So she's attempting to grab his crotch.
The video came up again. I started. Oh my god. It's so random.
I know.
The guy's just minding his own business.
I mean, the thing that got me was the title to it. Woman arrested in twerking-related sex assault. I mean, what the hell?
You guys can't see the video right now, but this girl's
look it up.
This girl's in front of this guy at the cash register,
Also, it says the victim told Fox 5 DC that the two female suspects also flashed him while he pumped gas and followed him as he called the police.
Oh my god!
Jesus fuck!
But like in the video, like this guy is just like
he's just standing there minding his own business.
Like all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, the girl just starts twerking on him for no reason.
I don't know. And here's quotations from him. You don't know who these people are. I was afraid of my safety. Like I said, I thought they were either transvestites or women or men dressed like a woman. The victim said he asked the cashier for help. The man replied, "What do you want me to do?" The ordeal left the victim feeling humiliated. I was assaulted sexually. I felt 100% violated. I felt really humiliated also because when someone is just grabbing your body parts without your permission, no matter who it is, it's just a violation completely. Which I get where he's coming from, you know. But I mean, honestly, if this wasn't two hookers, they look like hookers. They do.
Yeah, they do.
But if this was Jennifer Lawrence and Scarlett Johansson, that'd be a different story. I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. But anywho, that was part one of the what the fuck news that I found this week. So thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. Work wouldn't be the same without you, buddy. The second I wanted to bring up, because this was huge this week, the Starbucks cups.
Oh, God, we got to go into that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because whenever I read that, like, how Christians, like, crazy ones, I mean, you know, I'm not a religious person. If you're happy with whatever religion you are, that's great. But some Christians are very upset that the Starbucks cups don't have any Christmas with it. Like, they don't have the snowflakes. Yeah. They don't have anything like that.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big Starbucks person, really, but
Dunkin' Donuts has the best coffee.
I'm siding with Starbucks on this, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people I see on social media and online are, like, against Starbucks on this, but, like, I'm with Starbucks. I mean, they honestly, I think the plain red cup, I understand where they're coming from, being mad about it, and but Starbucks really just needed to do, like, and I was telling somebody about it, and they disagreed. I said that Starbucks needed to just do a red cup that said Happy Holidays.
I mean, that works.
Yeah, because, like, that just appeals to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like happy, whatever you celebrate. Happy Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, we have Kwanzaa or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just do a red cup that says Happy Holidays. That would be perfect for everyone. If they did that, we wouldn't be in this debate right now, in my opinion.
I mean, all the shit that has happened this week, this blew up fucking social media. I mean,
it pissed me off, honestly.
It pissed me off, too.
Because it just ruined social media. I mean, social media is a joke to begin with.
Right.
But, like, this just made it even worse with this crap.
I did end up seeing a lot of funny pictures where, like, people would draw, like, the head of Satan on there and shit. Like, you know, Starbucks is totally, you know, for Satanism, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was funny, but, like, you know, a war on Christmas, that's what they're calling it.
Come on.
What the fuck? I mean, really?
It's stupid.
Grow the fuck up.
Mm.
And there's been people who've been yelling at the Starbucks employees, like, "Why the fuck don't you have a snowflake on this cup?"
Like they,
you know,
have any
they've been
over that.
they have been very just. They've been putting the people down. I can't think of the fucking word.
Degrading them.
Degrading them.
Yeah.
Yes, they've been degrading the employees of Starbucks because you know, these people who have no control over what Starbucks does, just because they don't have a fucking snowflake on their cup.
God forbid. Who wants to see snow anyways, man? Fuck off. Like, but yeah, I mean, we got so many horrible things going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, we even want to bring up what happened yesterday with ISIS in Paris. Like, I mean, it's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
We got that going on, and we got, you know,
there was the hurricane or the earthquake in Japan.
Yes.
That had tsunamis with it.
Yeah.
And then there's the bombing in Baghdad where it's suicide bombers,
yes.
stuff like that.
You got all that going on right
and
now.
Then you still have people bitching
about a fucking
red cup.
Yep. It's just...
Which, I mean, okay, here's what I don't understand. The logo actually is like a pagan god.
Yeah, right, yeah.
The logo is a pagan god. And yet we have these people who are bitching about there not being a snowflake on there. Yet you still go wait in line for fucking 20 minutes and get a cup with a fucking pagan god on it. You know?
Yeah, it's a good
It's
point,
like,
actually.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out.
It's sad now that America will just find any reason to just bitch about the stupidest things.
People are way too fucking sensitive these days. I said it. You heard me right. People are too sensitive. They will bitch and moan about the most trivial fucking things ever. Whether it be a cup or whether it be Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yep.
People will bitch about it.
Yep.
I'm done.
It's
Dunkin' Donuts has better coffee than morons. But those were my two what the fuck stories, because the twerking one was just hilarious. And then the cups one, like, I was just like, really? Like, you're bitching about this? Those were my two what the fuck stories of the week.
Yeah. I mean, we got it covered with those. I mean, that you don't really need to go into much else with those, but move on to the next segment, which is just internet things. There's a big thing going on social media in general, and Reddit, where it's been a lot of GIFs and reactions. I guess apparently Shia LaBeouf is rewatching all of his films.
Yes, I did hear about that.
Yeah, and like it's got a lot of like the reactions of him watching all of his movies, and I guess he was watching one. I can't remember which one it was, but he was like laughing and smiling and everything, and everybody's like loving it and everything.
I think that's awesome. You know, I mean, Shia LaBeouf, he knows he's done wrong. You know, he's done some fucked up shit.
He needs to be sane again.
But I mean, his motivational speech. I actually sat and watched that whole half-hour video. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the cover photo of my Facebook is Shia LaBeouf going, "Just do it,
do it, just do it."
Did you ever watch the video of it's called Cannibal Shia LaBeouf? It's this musical type thing.
Yes.
They got funded off Kickstarter.
Yes, I think I heard about it. Yeah.
They do this whole musical, and at the very end, Shia LaBeouf is the only person in the fucking audience, and he just applauses them. Like, it was amazing.
Yes, yeah,
one of the best videos I've ever seen on YouTube.
Pretty good.
Ever.
I think you showed it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shia surprise. You know,
yeah.
It's glorious. It's one of the best videos I've ever watched. Shia LaBeouf, you know, keep doing what you're doing, man. I mean, you know, we've all done stupid shit. We have. Whether it be, you know, be in a Michael Bay movie or, you know, whatever it is you did.
So many things.
So many things you did.
Holes and...
Holes was good. Holes was good. But Transformers, shame on you.
And Nymphomaniac, too.
Ah, he was a Nymphomaniac. I forgot about that.
I actually sat through the first part of that.
I sat through both parts.
Oh, God.
I sat through both parts. That could be
horrible.
a different subject for another day.
Oh my God!
But Shia LaBeouf, keep doing what you're doing. I still love you as Even Stevens. Just do it, man. Just do it. Internet things. I saw this thing on Facebook earlier. It was from the best Tumblr. I watched it. It was called The Best Porn Opening Ever.
Oh, okay.
The best porn opening ever. Brian actually shared this on his Facebook as well.
Okay.
Basically, it's this guy who goes to meet his girlfriend's parents, whatever. He's a pizza maker, which, you know, it's porn, pizza. But he's just basically like cooking a pizza. He pulls it out of the oven, whatever. They're getting ready. And the grandpa's like, hurry up, I'm fucking hungry, you know, whatever. And then the guy's just like, okay, here it is. And the pizza is hanging on his dick.
What?
The pizza's hanging on his dick.
Oh.
And the grandpa has a heart attack.
What?
The grandpa has a heart. He's just like, oh, And then like the mom and dad like take the grandpa like call 911. We gotta go to the emergency room. And the girls just right before the dad leaves, he just looks at the girls like, you really know how to pick them, and then the girl's just like staring at her parents. Then she looks back at her boyfriend like, now that's a sausage I can't give to waste. And then it cuts right before she starts sucking his dick. Oh. And it's just I watched that. I died of laughter. That was fucking hilarious. Like that was spot on. Like it's the pizza delivery. Just it's typical porn. I saw it and I just laughed my ass off. Tumblr is, it has its moments.
It's great sometimes, but like 90% of the time, it's horrible.
Yeah. What's the next segment?
I got some more things for just. I think one more thing for just internet things.
Alrighty.
Apparently in Connecticut, they have a turkey farm where the turkeys are colored.
What?
What? What? It's adorable. It's adorable. It's got visitors to Connecticut turkey farm who see turkeys in neon. What? Visitors to a Connecticut turkey farm who see turkeys in neon colors like pink, yellow, and orange wandering the farm are not seeing things. The colored turkeys are a feature of the farm, and they are proud of it. They become show-offs out there. Farm owner Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby? No, Bill Cosby?
Oh, God. Now I'm going to have to read the entire article. It's Bill Cosby.
I brought the turkey up in here with the neon colors. And they're orange and green.
It's Bill Gozzi, Gozzi, but it sounds like Bill Cosby. They became show-offs out there. Farm owner Bill Cosby.
That's a nice pudding pop.
Told ABC News on the colored turkeys they like the attention and the turkeys strut around and put on a display. It's amazing they like that. Gozzi is the third generation owner of Gozzi's Turkey Farm in Guilford, Connecticut. He says it was his grandmother who began the tradition of displaying the colored turkeys during the holiday season nearly 40 years ago. My grandmother started that soon after they opened the farm and something for the local kids, and it just stuck. Said Gozzi. Now there are thousands of kids in the busloads who come out to see the turkeys. All right, I'm done doing Bill Cosby. That's a lot of effort. I've kind of built up the Cosby a little bit.
Built the Cosby.
Yeah, so there's this farm in Connecticut that has... I feel like we can get into a whole other can of worms on this one of like, that's got to be a huge PETA case.
Oh, it could be.
PETA would flip their shit over this. The turkeys are on display for visitors from the farm each year from November 1st through Christmas Day. Gozzi says the first thing visitors ask when they see the turkey is how they got that way. No member of Gozzi's family has ever answered the question. That's a family... Really? That's a family secret. We'll leave it to the kids' imagination. Okay, really? Like... How did the turkeys get the way? You dyed them, all right? There's no real neon turkeys out there. Give me a break.
Speaking of PETA, real quick, they actually made a PETA Pokemon game.
Oh, jeez.
I actually played it.
Really?
That was fucked up.
Mm.
Like, I won't even look it up. That's all I have to say. Look it up.
Kids always ask if it's in the eggs or the food, Gozzi says. It's the beauty of it. Everyone has their own ideas. The farm is a year-round turkey farm with their high season coming from Thanksgiving to Christmas, Gozzi said. The farm delivers around 15,000 turkeys each year. Daddy says it's why the colored turkeys are so lucky, quote-unquote. They're the only ones that walk around here on Thanksgiving morning, Gozzi said. They're the lucky ones. So, yeah, there's this farm in Connecticut that has neon-colored turkeys. There's blue, yellow, pink, green... Orange. Yeah, that's something else, I guess. That's some internet things.
Would that mess with the turkey meat? So, like, If they cook them on Thanksgiving, is it going to be like neon orange ones that comes out the oven?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
There's no dark meat. There's orange meat this year.
Yeah, but that's the internet news for the week, I guess. Anything that... Pretty much the things I found that would be worth reading. So, I guess we can move on to the last segment of the podcast. That was pretty popular on the first one.
That was so
From
good.
what everybody's heard,
So good.
Good feedback. And it's called Why Should I Date You? And this is a segment we did on the last podcast. We debuted, and I fucking lost my shit on one.
Together!
Yes. So what I do here is I'm on an online... I'm single, so I've been on an online dating website.
I am as well.
Yep. I've been on an online dating website for... I've had the profile for like 5 years now, but I just... I have it up. I just never deleted it.
Off and on.
Yeah, exactly. So what we do in this segment is read some of these profiles that are just a lot of these profiles on this online dating site are really bad, and so we'll give you an insight on some of these profiles. Let's have a look here and see. We can go with this one for a little bit. Here's one. This girl sent on this dating website. There's a meet me request feature. I guess you can. It's kind of like they do on Tinder. The swipe left,
swipe
right.
left, swipe right.
This is kind of the same thing on this.
Do you think they're hot or not?
Right. Yeah. And this one, this one just came through, and she apparently went to meet me. And let's go ahead and read her profile.
Is there another Netflix and chill?
Let's see.
Netflix and chill. It's gonna happen.
And usually with this segment, I'll read them verbatim. And like if there's caps, I'll scream it.
He will yell. If there's periods, ...
Yep.
He'll go. He reads it like it's written.
Yes. So this profile is username Charlie11328 from Chicago, Illinois. Hey,
Sweet home
semicolon.
It's wink face.
Wink face. I'm trying to literally read it out. Read my bio. Colon. Whatever. Parentheses.
Whatever it is.
It's a smiley face, if anybody didn't get that yet. Hey, read my bio. Alright, about Charlie. Hey, what's up, guys? Smiley
up?
face. I'm Charlie, and I'm pretty new to all this LMFAO, semicolon P, period. So, about me, huh? Question mark. Well... Period. It's pretty rough, but I mean, I don't mind sharing, LOL. So, period. Well, period. I broke up with my boyfriend a week ago, which is kind of the reason why I'm here, but at the same time, I need some help. Semicolon, frowny face. If you guys know, school's coming up soon, and I don't really have much money to pay for my textbooks.
Oh, no.
And then there's my
Sugar
rent
daddy.
on... Yeah.
Sugar daddy, that's what she's looking for.
And then there's my rent on top of that, which is kind of star KING me over right now. See, my boyfriend would pay the rent while I'd work to pay for school, but I got laid off, my boyfriend's gone, X. So I'm in a pretty messed up pickle right now. I used to... Pickle! I used to do a bit of modeling. I used to do a bit of modeling, so it's easy for me to do what I'm doing now, but it still has that emotional impact on me. How does modeling have an emotional impact on you? But I don't really think about it too much. What is it? Question mark. Well, I figure that the only way I'm going to make money without being a prostitute or something is to just sell my nudes online. LOL.
Oh no!
God. This isn't even a dating profile. This is like,
that's a bot.
Give me money.
That's probably a bot.
LOL. ... I have like 380 pictures and a lot of videos, and the videos of me just playing with myself. fucking hell, Andy. I got this idea from a friend who said he's also done this and said that No, I'm sorry. I got the idea from a friend who said she's also done this.
I was gonna say
said that I should give it a go. So she helped me set up an online shop right here, oi.ma/wand. It's only $25. Semicolon, parentheses, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And well, to me, period. To me, it's a lot, and it might not be for you, and that's why I'm calling it quote unquote cheap. LOL. Semicolon. Fuck. So once again, here's the link. oi.ma/wand. Anyways, thank you so much, and well, I'm not sure if this makes a difference, but I don't mind sexting, quote unquote.
Sexting scandal. That's what it is.
So I've included my number in there, so hit me up whenever. Haha. Wow.
What's her first date? Did she put that in there?
I guess it's Charlie. I mean,
Her
she
first
actually
date
put
is
in a
sexting.
picture here. Charlie POF. So I mean, it's actually she's pretty cute.
She is cute,
really
but,
cute,
I don't. Whoa, cleavage. I've been drinking a little bit, but anywho, that's fucked up.
Yes,
That's fucked up.
I read that was a legitimate profile on an online dating website.
It's the together one was.
Oh man.
Where she brings the fucking meal from the restaurant.
If you guys
to
haven't
the
heard the
beach.
last podcast, I read the first one I read on the last podcast. It was
Oh
the first one I ever read for the podcast. It was just
pure gold.
I almost
Pure
threw up because I was
gold.
laughing so hard. Let's see. Let's see if we got any more fun profiles here. Let's go to a local gal here. K Nelly 95. Headline:
Nelly.
question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Is she confused?
I guess.
She must be confused. She's very confused. She doesn't know what is going on.
No, I guess not. Same profile here with question marks. About K. Driven by intellect and humor. I love to laugh and have a good time. Not the type of person to sleep around. So if that's what you're looking for, you're in the wrong place. I enjoy all types of music. I'm mainly a metalhead / letter M /. That's the apparently the
Devil horns.
I'll occasionally go to raves. You'll occasionally go to raves.
Drop some E, man.
I am an animal lover. I'm not on the search for my future husband or anything like that. I just want to try this out. From a small town surrounded by cornfields. I love taking road trips and exploring. I work 2 jobs and most of my free time is on the weekends. I like horror, suspense, paranormal, and gore? ? Why is that a question? Being a hopeless romantic in a hookup culture is a special kind of hell. I'm not... No kidding. That's the truth right there, man.
She's honest.
Being a hopeless romantic in a hookup culture. I'm not very good at explaining myself. Get to know me on your own? Period. ? Okay. So that's her. We'll see what else we got here. This one might be a good one. I think I might have 2 lines. We'll take a look here.
Was that last one any? Was she cute?
I don't even remember where she was. That was her. Yeah, she's all right. She looks like
She's
She
confused.
looks like a doll. I mean, like a literal doll.
It's frightening.
Anywho, I saw one. Here we go. The username, All American Girly. Headline on here for friends only. Parentheses. Actually 19, but her profile says she's 20. Another one that looks like a fucking Barbie doll. I don't know how she can see. She has painted her eyes shut with mascara. Anyways, about said name, I won't mention names. I am actually 19. I am a songwriter / singer. I'm a dreamer. I dream big, but I live in reality. My dream is to become a famous songwriter and break into the music industry. I don't know. Yeah. Good luck. I've tried breaking into the movie industry for 10 years now.
Same here.
Reality, however, says I'll become a journalist. What a broad spectrum. I'm a
musician or journalist.
I'm a freshman at Bradley University. I've been played a lot and want to meet someone who... Come on. You're 19. How many times have you been played? I've been played a lot and want to meet someone who won't do that. I'm really nice, too. I love country music. I'm obsessed with Scotty McCreery. What? I'm obsessed with Scotty McCreery?
He must be some big country musician. I don't listen to country.
I don't either, because it's like nails on a chalkboard to me.
It sounds the same. My dog got hit by a truck. My girlfriend ran away. I'll drink my pain away with some good old
road in a pickup
Budweiser.
truck, drinking whiskey on the dirt road with my gal, going down to the riverfront and having a good time. Maybe light a bonfire and go home and eat steak.
That's how it is nowadays.
Country music, in a nutshell. I could be a huge country star. I like when people catch my attention. I like being complimented. Not because I crave attention, because I lack it. Really. You're going to say you lack attention with pictures like...
conceited.
Like this. Come on. You really lack attention. Come on. Give me a break. I'm more likely to respond to someone who puts everything they are thinking on the line. Physical attraction is important, which means you're shallow. Best ways to get a hold of me, however, is to follow me on Instagram at All American Girly. That's enough of that profile.
Well, I mean, All American Girly, just no.
That's just weird.
No. You're conceited.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Exactly.
You're like Molly Ringwald in the Breakfast Club.
I'm trying to think of quotes from that movie.
You ever seen a guy with elephantitis in the nuts?
It's pretty tasty.
It's pretty tasty. Oh, Judd Nelson, you're the man.
Such words from such a pristine girl. Not that pristine.
Yes. Yes.
Username ANC420. Oh my god.
Oh, 420 blazing.
Quote unquote daydreaming.
She's high as fuck, that's why.
Right. About me. I am starting over! There's a lot of exclamation points in there. I am a single mother of 2 boys. I have my own place / car. I have an associate's degree in medical coding. You can get an associate's degree in that?
Apparently.
I'm looking for a mature man to be a part of our family. I need someone who's nice and understanding, someone who always treat me like a princess. I need love.
Treat me like a princess.
Only serious inquiries need apply. Well, that wasn't very funny, besides the part of screaming I'm starting over. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Here's one. Username Ms. Dreadhead Crazy. Headline, looking for my ride or die.
It's a wasteland out there, man.
Drink my way through this profile.
It's a wasteland.
Oh, boy.
Does she actually have dreads?
No, she does not.
You're fake.
So, literally, you're already lying. And
unless she's looking for a guy with dreads.
About her, I am 19, work at a salon, enjoy taking walks, listening to music, mainly rap, watching Netflix, and I am a stoner at heart.
She said Netflix and chill.
But I don't let that stop me from achieving my goals. I like short hair and long hair. And if you aren't looking for a serious relationship, don't hit me up, please. Facebook is Haley, and I can't say names. Is ... Snapchat is Ms. Yeah, I don't know if I want to. We can't say names. Really,
yeah, that's fine.
She has a YouTube channel. You got to ask for the YouTube channel.
Oh, she has a YouTube channel.
Really? You're gonna rival the podcast here, gal.
And B-list bastard.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna win.
Some competition. Also, if you got a car, don't ask me to come see you because I don't got one. Oh, grammar is important, young lady. First date. I think the perfect first date would be one-on-one time together. Well, that's a date.
That's.
Oh my god! And I'm pretty bubbly and outgoing once you get to know me. I'm a bit goofy, as you can tell from my Snapchat videos. Question mark, question mark. Why do they do these in these profiles? Why does stuff end with question marks? Why is that a question? That should just be a statement. That's a statement, not a question. Oh, let's see. We might be able to squeeze a few more in here. There's this segment goes on for a while.
Oh, this segment is gold.
There's so many just horrific profiles in here. It just furthermore proves that everyone is awful. Everyone is awful.
Everyone is terrible when you see their profile. That was.
You know, I still have not seen that movie. I've not seen.
I'm letting you borrow.
Okay, I will.
I will bring.
It's my.
I'll bring it on Monday.
My dislike towards animated films.
I'll bring it on Monday. Shoot me a text. It's Chris Pratt is awesome in that movie.
I know like all about it and like who was in it and all this stuff, but
I'll bring it on Monday.
All right.
You'll feel 12 years old again. It's fantastic.
Next profile, it said Bree Baby 86. Headline Mrs. Wright ? About Bree. Can't say names really, but well, gentlemen, I'm back. I'm so tired of the single life, so I feel it's time to mingle full force. I'm looking for the true embodiment of a partner. That means you have to bring at least the same things to the table that I bring. I work full-time. I have one child. I love to cook and feed my man, and I'm versatile. I could get sexy so we can step out. Oh, God, let me reread that. I have one child. I love to cook and feed my man, and I'm versatile. I can get sexy so we can step out or throw on pajamas and sit in the house. I love attention. So if you're incapable of or too busy to spend regular quality time, please bypass my profile. I'm an open book and I'm quite spontaneous, so hit me up. First date, I'm pretty open to anything. I really prefer for men to basically surprise me. I like shooting pool, bowling, eating, movies, walks on the riverfront, going to lounges, etc. This is going to be a good one to probably end on. Username KissMeLove09. KissMeLuv09. Headline, tired of playing games? Adult relationship? This last profile, hey, my name is something. I'm in the process of straightening out my life. I want someone who will take a chance to get to know me instead of jumping in my pants right away. It's called respect, not just from you, but for myself. I'm a lot of fun. I love to talk and always down for anything. I would love to find a gentleman who wants to take me on a date and get to know me as friends and move forward. Just send me a message and we'll see what happens. Have a good day, you guys! If you are going to message me and ask why I have a cleavage picture on her, but don't want sex, don't! I have that pic on here because, number one, I can. Two, they aren't that big. It's an illusion, and her boobs are an illusion, apparently. And three, because all dudes ask for one anyways. I don't do nudes, so that's what you get. If you have a problem with the fact that I have a sexy pic on here, but actually want more than sex, unlike you dudes, keep what you think about it to yourselves. KK, thanks. Gentlemen who want a friend and get to know me. Please feel free to message me. I'm an awesome girl. You choose the first date. You choose. I want a guy to take me on a real date. You plan it all out, and I just might kiss you. My God. And I just might kiss you at the end.
Duh.
I would not want to kiss this girl.
Buh.
Go! Buzz your girlfriend. Woof! Well.
Oh, boy.
That was Why Should I Date You? And you're not dating any of those females because they sound pretty awful.
No. That's we're wrapping it up. Good podcast,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like. We just you and me, 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours.
We did, yeah.
So closing words, good night and good luck.
Good luck with what?
Just whatever they've got going on.
The
whatever
audience?
the audience has going on. Whatever they have going on. Good night and good
okay.
luck
Sure.
with life, with females on dating websites,
Yes.
with 420 blazing and having them
Make sure you all stay together.
together and just
Yeah.
stay away from the profiles that are horrific.
Just don't do it. Just don't online date. It's terrible. I've done it for a while now. I've had a profile, and it's just I haven't been out on a lot of dates, but
it's bad.
It's just
It's
you don't know what you're getting into, and it's a mess. So
I mean, there are some good that comes out of it.
there's some good.
There's
yeah,
some good,
There's some,
but a lot of it, like 95%,
yeah, it's terrible.
awful.
Yes, agreed.
You'll either acquire stalkers or just something else.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yes.
But-
Agreed.
Great podcast.
I agree.
We've both been drinking.
Yeah.
In case you haven't seen the escalation of us drinking, have a fantastic night. You are wonderful people. Thank you for listening.
To our 10 listeners out there.
Whatever, man. That's still 10. That's still 10. 3 of them are us. But still, the rest of you are fantastic.
Yes, we will probably be back next week.
Next week,
Most likely.
Human Centipede and Battlefront. That is what I will be talking about.
I don't know what I'll talk about. I mean,
Oh, Payday's next Friday, too.
it is.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we'll most likely be back next weekend. Travis might be on it. If not, it'll for sure be me and Andy. And
Try to get Monotone Matt.
Yeah.
Maybe Brian.
yeah,
Maybe Chris.
Yeah, if-
we'll find people.
yeah. If we don't have Travis, like, we'll try and get a third person to fill in, as a kind of a guest spot. So yeah, yep.
Any closing words? Closing statements, sir?
More baby pictures on Facebook, like we
Oh
talked
my
about
God.
that in the last podcast.
Oh my God! Look at the applesauce on the corner with me. Oh my God.
You know, when I listened to that again, I felt terrible. I was like,
it's
kinda
true.
mean,
it's
but-
true.
yeah.
But everybody, thank you for listening.
Yes.
Have a great week. Have a great fucking weekend. Party hard, not
No.
too hard. Just have a good time. Have a good time.
Yes, everybody, best wishes, and have a good rest of the weekend, good week next week, and we will see you again probably same time next Saturday.
All right. Take care, folks.
Good night.